Hi Libra, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your March 2020 love reading. Now this reading is going to be for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. And if you are interested in a personal reading, Libra, then all my information will be in the description box below. Apologies about the delay of your video, Libra. I normally like to get my videos out before the month changes, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do so, apologies about that. Also, to add, my sister Nikki K has a channel, I'm sure you guys know by now, entitled Beyond Astro K. So if you are interested in finding out about astrology, and if you just genuinely want to just check out the channel, it's really brilliant. And I'm not just saying that because she's my sister and it was her birthday yesterday or 2 days ago. Please head over. I will leave the link in the description box below. Okay, now let's take a look at your chart, or not your chart, sorry, let's take a look at your reading, I should say, and let's see what's in store for you all. Let's see what happened to you in the past first and foremostly, and then we'll continue on from there. All right, so in the past we have the 10 of rods. Wow. Some of you could be connecting with a Sagittarius or an Aries. But I'm feeling more, yeah, Aries or Sagittarius. Okay, so in the past, Libra, I feel like some of you were in a situation that you felt was a burden. For some of you, I feel like you were single, and some of you may have been single for about 10 years, 10 months, 10 weeks. Or you was in a relationship with someone for 10 years and it was a burden. There was a lot of arguments. There was a lot of resistance. There was a lot of push and pull. And when I say push and pull, I mean in regards to you, some of you could have been connecting with an Aries. Someone wanted to lead a relationship to a certain destination, i.e. marriage commitment, settling down, moving in together, children, and someone else was resisting that. You weren't on the same page as someone is what I'm getting here. But someone kept hanging on. You may have kept hanging on to this relationship because you felt that you felt a commitment to this person. You felt, yes, it was a burden, definitely. And sometimes you may have felt as though you were unable to express how you really felt within that connection, but you stayed in the connection because you felt to yourself that it's something to do with sentiment. I've been with them for a long time, so I may as well ride this out with them. They have to be the person I settle down with, even though they don't make me happy. They have to be the person that I marry or I have children with, or I have children with this person, so I have to stay with this person. You know, there was a lot of restrictions, I feel, in this relationship. A lot of unhappiness, arguments, sadness. Almost like you're carrying a huge weight on your shoulders. Literally, 10 of rods. I feel for some of you that were single, you may have felt that you would never meet anyone because you may have felt that you've been single for a long time. So what's my chances of finding the one? Some of you may have feared getting older and being single and alone as you know, as the birthdays passed, and felt that your dream of that happily ever after, or your dream of meeting the one, was just a distant dream for you, that it was unreachable, is what I'm getting here. Very sad energy with this card. Let's see what's happening for you in the now. So we have the Hermit card. Okay, it came up in Aries spread in the position for you now. Again, all of us are in we're self-isolating because of what's going on around the world. We're safeguarding ourselves. So I feel that you're in a period of safeguarding yourself, going within. Some of you are single. Some of you have come out of this 10-year relationship that you was in that wasn't making you happy, and you are single. Some of you are single by choice, and some of you are still in that energy of, some of you are still within this long-term connection, but you still feel alone whilst you're in this connection, because I don't feel like some of you are happy whilst in this connection. There's a level of unhappiness, a level of heaviness within this connection. Others of you are single and quite content with being single, using this time of going within, thinking about what you want to do moving forward. Some of you could have been in a connection in the past that wasn't a long-term connection, but you may have been seeing someone, but they did not give you that commitment that you seeked. So in the now, you're still single, even though you may be in a connection with someone. Some sort of friends with benefits has just come to mind for some of you. Others of you are single and you're okay with it because you've been single for a long time, but you realize that there's still more work that you need to do on yourself. For others of you that are still in this other connection, I get a sense that you're not happy and there's a distance between yourself and your person. Could be connecting with a Virgo as well. Okay. Or a Sagittarius or a Leo or an Aries. Now, what will hinder you in the month of March 2020? Now, we've got the King of Rods. Now, the King of Rods is either a Leo or a Sagittarius. So for some of you that are connecting with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, this will hinder you in the month. This person, I feel, female, male, please take what resonates, will hinder you in the month of March 2020. For others of you, this is saying that if you don't take action, there's some sort of action that you may need to take in the month of March 2020. And it has to happen in the month of March. You know, the King of Rods to me is Leo strongly, but he also, you know, because Sagittarius are very optimistic. They're leaders also, charismatic, etc. So I feel for some of you are definitely dealing with a Leo or a Saggy or specifically an Aries, because we are in the energy of Aries. But this is saying that for some of you not to turn a blind eye to a situation. For others of you, this is saying, for those of you that are single, this is saying that you may have grown into a way of being whilst being single for a long time of, yes, looking after yourself and being independent, but you may have leaned more on your masculine side as opposed to your feminine side. And the thing is, we have masculine and feminine qualities within us all, but you may have not subconsciously moved more towards your masculine energies, as opposed to balancing out both energies, your feminine and masculine. So this is saying that could be a hindrance for you in terms of connecting with others, because you may have built up a wall and obviously become self-sufficient whilst being single, or maybe whilst coming out of a connection in relation to a past relationship whereby it was very, dogmatic comes to mind, tense, restrictive, unhappy. So you may have felt to yourself that that's never happening to me again. I have to be strong. Yes, you can be strong, but I feel like maybe your strength has, for some of you, built up a barrier where no one could penetrate that barrier. Even if someone was interested in you, they may have felt that you had a wall of resistance up against you. So this is saying, and also look, he's looking away as well. This is saying that you may have had, suitors come towards you, and you may have felt in the energies of, I'm never going to meet anyone. The ideal person ain't out there for me. Or, I was in a relationship beforehand and it didn't work out. And you may have embodied the energies of the King of Rods. And even if you're a male listening to this, you may have been so, maybe just focusing on your goals, your career, and not even paying attention to any, suitors that shown you interest. This is saying this can hinder you in the month of March, or to continue this way could hinder you. Maybe you may need to reach out to someone. For some of you, maybe you may need to make some sort of communication, is what I'm getting here. And for my females, this is saying that, you need to balance out the two, the masculine and the feminine. Even if you're speaking to someone now, or if you're wanting to meet someone in the future, letting down your guard a bit, giving other people a chance, realizing that everyone out there is not the same, allowing others to give to you, and being open to receiving, because it's the energy of, no, I have to be strong, I can't get hurt again, which is understandable, especially with what you've come through. But this is saying to basically to balance out the two. This could hinder you. For others of you, I feel like there could be a fire sign that could cause a hindrance, to you in the month of March. And you could be still with this fire sign in the now and not happy within this connection, is what it's saying. Now, what will help you in the month of March 2020, Libra? Yeah. Okay. So we have the 9 of Rods. So for some of you, so we've got the 10. We started off with the 10, and it's saying what will help you. 9 of Rods speaks of someone hiding away, someone isolating themselves. And again, with what's going on in the world, this is saying that for some of you, you may need to distance yourself from an individual, right? Some of you may need to distance yourself from a way of being. Again, I mentioned about balancing the two, your masculine and feminine. Maybe pull back a bit from being too masculine. Lean upon your feminine, even for my males, right? Lean upon your feminine attributes, your feminine qualities. This will help you, right? For some of you, you may need to pull away from an individual. Someone could be, very fiery. Someone could be very argumentative. You may, still be in this situation. It's a saying to pull away, to distance yourself from, is what I'm getting here with the 9 of Rods, right? We also have the Temperance card. Definitely you could be dealing with Sagittarius for some of you, a Leo, a Virgo, but we've got Leo, Sagittarius here twice or 3 times or 4 times. Now, this is saying what will help you is finding that balance as well. Now, with the 9 of Rods and the Temperance card, it speaks about self-healing. So maybe distancing yourself from a situation to find that inner peace. And again, as I mentioned, see how she's pouring the cup of water into the other cup. I did mention about balancing out your masculine and feminine qualities. This is an opportunity now to work on that, I feel. And with the Temperance card, it also speaks about taking a step back to regroup, to get in touch with yourself more spiritually. And I was saying in Aries reading that, with what's going on in the world, I feel like it's giving us a chance to, it's like a reset button. We have to use this time that we are in self-isolation from each other, from our families, from the world, etc., to really go within, to really work on ourselves, to work on the things that we put off from doing, as well as to really appreciate what we have around us, our families, our loved ones, because we've been in this rat race of go, 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 go. And now it's giving us a chance to slow down. Temperance card, giving us a chance to slow down, to really focus on what really matters. And what really matters is, our well-being, is how we treat other people, fixing ourselves so that we can fix others. This is saying to me, Libra, that there's something within you that you need to fix. We all have to fix ourselves. And I feel like now, as a collective, we are forced to. We hide behind work and, TV programs and our phones, etc. Now we're forced to really go within and fix and heal things that we've been putting off from healing. And this is saying this is the time to do it. And you need to be alone to do it, which I feel you are, because as a collective, we're all isolating ourselves and we're all alone. So this is the perfect time to do it, to heal yourself in order to heal another, and not just doing it in a way to heal another person or a situation, but to make and see a shift. And I was saying in Aries reading, and I was also saying to my sisters and some friends this week, that this whole epidemic that we're all experiencing as a collective is hopefully going to transform all of us. It's allowing us to go within. And if we do this wisely, I was even speaking to my uncle about this. Love speaking to my uncle. But if it's done in the right way, we will come out victorious after this, right? And it's a shame that it had to take this for us all to, you know, it's a shame that this happened for us all to really take a look at ourselves, at our world, at each other. You know, this should have, you know, we shouldn't have to face a situation like this in order for us to really take things seriously, in order for us to appreciate each other. But I definitely feel that, I'm going off on a tangent there, but I definitely feel with these two cards right here, you need to really take that time out and heal. And I'm thinking about meditation, balancing out your chakras. There's a lot of YouTube channels out there that you can use. And, you know, some of you may need to heal your crown chakra, open up your crown chakra, your third eye is what I'm getting here. Crown chakra more, your heart chakra. You know, there's an energy of you, especially for those of you that are single as well. It's the energy of you feeling like you can't meet the one you want to meet, or, you know, maybe your heart chakra is closed off. Maybe this is a time for you to open up your heart chakra. This is a time for you to heal, I feel, is what I'm getting here with the Temperance card. Okay. We also have release. Okay. And again, I feel for some of you, you may need to release a person. Could be a Sagittarius individual, could be a Leo or a Virgo, right? Feeling more fire sign, Sagittarius. There's something that needs to be put to an end. For some of you, you may need to release an old way of being in a relationship, arguing, feeling as though the relationship's a burden, not seeing eye to eye. For some of you, if you're very unhappy, this is saying that you may need to release this person. I feel strongly release a way of being within that relationship. For others of you, release a way of being, as opposed to, I want to be in a relationship, but yet I've got my walls up. Those walls need to be broken down in order to let others in, right? Release the old way of being. Everything you've put off for a long time, this is a time to actually go out there and do it. Oh, I'm going to meditate tomorrow or next week. No, this is a time to actually release the past of what's been holding you back in order to invite the new, right? We could take a look in the book to get more information about that card, although I feel like I've just covered it already. All right. Shadow Grey Storm, I can no longer keep your secrets. The legend, Nikita cuts through the graveyard as she rushes home in the wind and rain. She is terrified when Shadow Grey Storm appears and speaks in her own voice, repeating painful things she has said to herself and others. It's all your fault. I'll never forgive any of you. As she listens in the rain to her own words, she learns it is she that has been making herself miserable. She leaves the graveyard with a changed heart, ready to forgive herself and others. And I did mention that, you know, some of you may feel like, I want to meet the one, and then, you know, I feel some of you are at peace with being single, but there is a energy of maybe feeling like, I actually, you know, when am I going to meet that person? But there's an energy that you need to release within yourself in order to invite that individual in. Okay. It says, inspiration. This is about personal responsibility and release of blame. It's time to clear the debris and move on. You cannot move forward while you continue to hide. Personal inquiry. This indicates healing family of orange issues. Am I ready to face my past and let go? Key ideas. Release, dwelling on past, righteous anger, changing consciousness, judgment day, seeing clearly, hidden truth, great discovery. Keywords, healing, remission, interrogation, healing, Temperance card. Some of you need to release the past as well. Some of you need to release the past because some of you are fearing that if you connect with another, then it's going to be the same like it was in the past. And then we also have soulmate. So what may help you in the month of March 2020, some of you may need to release a soulmate in order to self-heal, you know. And for some of you, this is not saying that it's going to end indefinitely, but we are all going through self-isolation anyway. So you may need to step away from this particular soulmate. It could be a Sagittarius, Leo or Virgo, specifically Sagittarius and Leo I'm getting here, or an Aries. But this is saying to step away and maybe transform this connection, transform yourself. There's some sort of resistance that you have here, right? With the soulmate card and with the, you know, Temperance card is about soulmate energies also, but there's definitely something you need to step away from, because there's an energy here for some of you of not being happy in a connection, feeling as though you're the only one trying to salvage a connection, feeling as though even though you're with a partner or with a person, you're still feeling single within that partnership. Others of you are unhappy and you want to actually release this connection as well. And it's saying for some of you that this person could be a hindrance for you in the month of March. Let's take a look at the soulmate card, although it's self-explanatory. It says, it's time to face my true feelings. The legend, it's time for him to leave her again. To use the script he always does at this point. He even knows her next line. She will say, how can you do this to me? But unexpectedly, she says, I love you. The words of the script die on his tongue. He struggles to get them out. Just a few words and he will be free. But they won't come. Suddenly, he clasps her to him. He loves her. This is the true freedom he sought. Inspiration. To enjoy the beauty of a rose, we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. This offers a new way to live. The best incentive to change is love. Personal inquiry. What truth am I embracing? This card indicates no longer living a lie. Key ideas. Speaking your truth. Choosing love, freedom through transformation. Resistance to commitment and unexpected outcome. New truths. Keywords. All being authentic, treasure and trust. Okay. For some of you, this is about speaking your truth. Some of you are in a connection. I'm speaking to about 5 or 4 different groups of you here. Some of you are in a connection with someone, but you've got some sort of resistance around them, fearing that they're going to be like a past lover. Isolating yourself from this person. This speaks about speaking your truth. This person is in fact a soulmate. And this speaks about healing yourself first and foremostly from within. Once doing so, then speaking your truth to this person. But only doing so once you felt that you've worked on yourself, because there's an energy for some of you that is relying on being in the energies of too masculine and shutting this person out. And releasing any sort of resistance from this person, letting this person see that you do actually have deep feelings for them and you do actually see them as a soulmate if you feel comfortable enough to tell them that. But there's the energy of you fearing that you need to isolate yourself before they do. And releasing some sort of hurdles that held you back in the past, right? For some of you, you may need to actually release a soulmate, especially if you're in a situation where there's a lot of arguing, disagreement, and, you know, unhappiness is what I'm getting. So let's see what the outcome will be for March 2020. We have the 8 of Cups. I feel for some of you, you will be leaving a soulmate. Some of you could be leaving a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. You'll be walking away from this individual and moving towards, you know, calmer waters is what I'm getting. Some of you could be with a Sagittarius, Scorpio cusp, or someone with a Scorpio moon, Sagittarius moon or a Virgo moon. But I definitely feel that some of you will be walking away from something that no longer serves you, right? You could have been with this person for 8 years or 10 years. It's something that was making you very unhappy, something that kept you up at night, something that made you cry a lot. And you may do this after, you know, we have a new moon, or it could be a Scorpio full moon. Some of you are going to be releasing an individual. For others of you, I feel like you'll be walking away from a way of being, walking away and, you know, getting in touch with your emotions and disconnecting from an individual as well. There's something about you disconnecting, hermit, right? Even though we all are, but disconnecting and, you know, really finding the answers from within, really seeking those truths is what I'm getting. Not wanting to put your walls up anymore, wanting to let down your guard, but realizing that you need to be in touch with your emotions in order to do so. So leaving a situation for the time being, not indefinitely, to be more balanced within, taking yourself away to work on yourself. Okay, that's what I see. Now let's take a look at how your person, Libra, will feel about you in the month of March 2020. How will Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus' person feel about Libra in the month of March 2020, please? Okay. 2 cards came out. We have the Page of Swords. So your person will feel like, you know, for some of you, I definitely feel there's the energy of you taking yourself away from this connection. For some of you, you're ending the connection because you're not happy within this connection anymore. You haven't been happy for a long time. Yourself and your partner are not getting on. Even when you're with them, you still feel alone. For others of you, this is saying that you're removing yourself from the connection to work on yourself because you know that the way of being in the now is not healthy for you or the other person. The person may feel like you're being distant. They may feel like you're being childish because you may not be communicating with them. They may want communication from you. You know, your person will also feel, we've got 7 of Cups, that you confuse them. There's an element of confusion here. We're still in the energies of Pisces. Yes, we're in Aries season, but we've still got the Pisces energy. Some of you could be connecting with a Gemini, Libra, but this is more your energy, Libra, now. If I'm looking at the Page of Swords, this person will feel quite confused about you, not knowing if you're going to come back. For some of you, not knowing if they find you vague. They will find you vague in the month of March. They will find you hard to read. They will find you hard to grasp, hard to understand. You know, they may find you quite immature as well and feel like, why can't you just talk to me? There's an energy of you not wanting to communicate, because I feel for some of you, you may not want to be with this person anymore. You may find it hard to express that, or you may just simply take yourself away to work on yourself. Okay, how will Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus, this person feel about them, feel and think about them in the month of March 2020, please? Yeah, so we got the 2 of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, this person may feel like there's someone else, right? They may feel like you've taken yourself away from the connection because you're entertaining someone else, is what I'm getting here. Because there's the energy of them feeling and thinking that, you know, with the 7 of Cups, it rules the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune, and Neptune is all about fantasies, dreams and illusions, right? Magic. So there's something very distant between yourself and them. Obviously, I see that you'll be isolating yourself, and some of you will be cutting this person off, and some of you may cut this person off and they may view it as a very immature way to do so. So some of you may just decide to block this person, or just don't communicate with this person, don't reply back to their messages, and they will be unsure as to whether you're with them or not, or you're going to get back together or not. And then it's going to leave a lot of indecision with this person, not knowing if you're coming back or not. 2 of Swords. Some of you, they may feel like you have someone else, is what I'm getting. But I see that they will feel very confused about your actions, right? Now let's take a look at what actions your person will take towards you in the month of March 2020. What will Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus, this person's actions be in regards to Libra in the month of March 2020, please? So we got the Sun card. So your person's actions is to be, yeah, okay, all right. Your person's action with the Sun card could be connecting with a Leo, or you could have Leo in your chart. Despite this absence of you, their actions will be one of being positive. So they will try and hide the confusion that they're feeling for you. They will not want to show face to other people about their confusion. So this indicates they may not want to speak to other people about the element of confusion. They will still feel hopeful about the connection. So for those of you that are still in the connection, but you're unhappy and you don't want to be with this person anymore, there's an energy of this person not wanting to let you go with the Sun card, because it's almost like I did mention before, there's like some sort of opposition there. Some of you could be connected with the Aries, right? But there's some sort of opposition, whereas, or some of you may have a Pisces moon and someone's got a Virgo moon, or Pisces Venus and someone's got a Virgo Venus, something along them lines, right? But there's some sort of opposition here whereby you view the situation in one way and they view the situation in another way. So you could be very unhappy and they're oblivious to that, especially if you're unhappy, right? So although they may be confused about your actions, if you want to exit the relationship, they will still be hopeful about continuing the relationship, and their intentions will be to continue the relationship, right? For others of you that have distanced yourself away from a partner, and it's nothing to do with you both arguing or anything like that, but it's an uncertainty of, you know, wanting one thing and feeling that this other person may not want the same things as you, and you taking yourself away to self-heal, etc. I get a sense that the actions your person will take is one of giving you some sort of gesture, one of positivity. So to me, this speaks of being hopeful and still wanting to continue the connection. I also feel like this person will be happy despite, you know, your absence as well, is what I'm getting here with the Sun card. And this person, they are intended to come and visit you. They're intended to come and make some sort of communication with you. So this person's action is one of communication, is what I'm getting. There's something about communication, coming to see you, the boys on a horse. So this person's intending to come to see you, maybe on the 28th, 8 days, 8 hours, 8 minutes for some of you, whenever you're listening to this. But I definitely feel that, you know, this person, their intention is to make some sort of travel towards you, to come and visit you or to communicate with you. Some sort of positive communication as well. Sexual communication for some of you. The 8 of Wands, like, is a lot of, this is a rush of passion here. So I feel like for some of you, you being this way excites this person, strangely, because they can't read you. You're like 10 steps ahead is what I'm getting, or 8 steps ahead. But I get a sense that this person's action is to communicate with you, right? We have the Judgment card. So the person's actions for those of you that want to exit this relationship, I feel like this person may not want to end this. They won't grant you, you know, like I said, this is an energy of someone that is oblivious to what's been going on and you've been unhappy for a long time. And it could be a situation whereby you've got children with this person. This person could bribe you like, oh, but we've got kids, or you can't leave us, because if you leave us, then, you know, it's something along them lines. So this person's intention is to, you know, try and charm you in a way, especially if you've got children, charm you and try and make you see the pros and cons of what it would entail if you were to leave. So to bribe you, to blackmail you in a way. And if you are in a situation where you feel like someone's forcing you to do something, then please go and speak to a family member who you trust, or, you know, a friend or someone that you're close to, even their family member, if you get on with them, or if you trust them. Because I feel like this person is, you know, they're going to try and hold on tightly and try and salvage this connection, even though your intention is to move away, is to distance yourself, right? For others of you, I feel like whoever you're connecting with, some of you are going to be speaking to someone online. You could be connecting with a Sagittarius individual or a Leo, especially because we're in self-isolate, we're isolating ourselves. This is saying to me that you may connect with someone online that's in a hot country. There could be some back and forth communication. Could be this could be a long distance ongoing relationship that you had with someone. And that's still going to be ongoing. This person's intending to message you. This person's intending to For some of you, they're making plans to come and see you, maybe in the summertime, maybe during August. This is similar to Aries reading. You may have Aries in your chart, some of you. And this person, you know, they feel like that this is some sort of karmatic connection that they have with you, or they're destined to have your children, or, you know, this person's intending to make some sort of big announcement. And maybe the announcement may be that I'm coming to come and see you, you know, when this dies down in August or September, or I don't know why September came. Some of you could be September Libras, or November or December. There's something here. Someone wants to make a big suggestion. For others of you, I get a sense that this person, their intention is to continue the way things are, despite being confused about your behavior. If you distance yourself away from them, remember everyone has free will, and they are intended to come and communicate with you because they feel guided to. They feel that the connection is bigger than both of you. You know, their spirit guides, the universe or God, whoever they believe in, has placed you in their life for a reason. You know, they believe that they are destined to come, or destined to continue to see you. It's within their I'll say they feel like it's their duty to continue this connection, because there's something that they need to learn from this connection. You could be going out with someone that's spiritual, understands, you know, about spirituality and soulmates, but this person knows that you are an important person that has come into their life, and despite the confusion about you, they feel like they still need to be hopeful and positive about the connection and continue with the connection, because there's something that they need to learn from this connection, and there's something that you both need to learn together. Maybe again, some of you have children with this person, but I feel this person may feel like you were together in a past life, or you're brought into this life to have children with them, but they feel like this connection is bigger than them, and they have to continue with coming to meet you, or coming to see you, or contacting you, is what I'm getting. So basically, they're not giving up. I went around the part with that. Libra, that was your reading. I'll speak to you soon. Peace out.